Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. I'm so excited to share with you this fabulous card that I created using the Greenery Embossing folder and this Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set. I'm so excited about this one because I have been loving the Greenery Embossing folders so much. So it's actually a 2-pack and they're like small and skinny. They're also only $8 here in the US, and I find that to be an excellent price point for 2 different patterns of embossing folders. You can see that this one has that fabulous like greenery all over solid pattern, and this one has like greenery coming down from the top as well as greenery coming up from the bottom. So I'm going to show you how I created this fabulous card. So let's get started. I started with a piece of just jade for my card base, and so I'm just going to fold that in half. Now this piece of cardstock actually measures 4 1/4 by 11, so it's just a sheet of 8.5 by 11 in half. So there's our card base. So now I'm actually going to set this just maybe over here. Okay, so then I'm going to take this piece of cardstock, actually measures 3 inches by 5.5, so it goes all the way to the top and the bottom of our card. And I went ahead and embossed it with that Greenery Embossing folder to get that extra texture. Now you can see that there's this fabulous diagonal going across there. So I just took a strip of Whisper White, and this is 3/4 of an inch wide, and it's just a scrap piece that I had. So I'm going to then take the Thanks a Bunch from the Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set and stamp that down in just jade ink. So it doesn't really matter where I stamp it. Of course, if I wanted to save on cardstock, I would stamp it towards one end. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that down. And then I'm just going to place this over my diagonal on that embossed piece. So let me just get some of my adhesive. And of course, I have it hiding underneath here. So we'll use that clear block to hold that up. And I'm just going to add adhesive to the back of that and place it on here diagonally. And then now I'm just going to trim off any of the excess. I find it easiest to do it by turning it over and using the edge of the cardstock as my guide so that I get that nice clean cut. Now I don't have to worry about having that perfect diagonal cut on my piece of cardstock and making sure I stamp it correctly. Instead, this way I just have it on that scrap and I can add it there. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive along the 2 edges of this piece and then place it down, and you can do it as wide or as skinny as you want on the designer series paper. So it's just adding that little hint of misty moonlight to set it off from the just jade card base. And then now we're going to add this to our card front. You can see that the pattern that I used for this card is actually different than the one that I used for this card, but it just shows you how versatile this paper pack is and how awesome that you can use the different patterns to achieve that same fabulous look. So there we have that fabulous card. You can see that those side patterns are just a little bit different. Now I'm actually going to take the gilded gems and just finish this off with a little bit of bling. So I'm taking my Take Your Pick tool for that easy application of the gilded gems. I'm just using the putty tip for that. So super, super fabulous. An excellent way to showcase the Greenery Embossing folder and using that In Color Designer Series paper for a fabulous look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And of course, check out my blog, laurastamppad.com, so that you can see all the photos on this and all of the dimensions. Of course, also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. I will put a list of all the products used in the description box, as well as a join now to get on my mailing list and get a free card making cheat sheet that has lots of excellent dimensions for basic card making. So I'll leave a link down below for that too. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.